Welcome everyone to AED&D. It is Thursday this week, and we are doing this because the member's leaving tomorrow. Um, Next week will be Thursday because I'm leaving, and the week after that will be Thursday because I have a wedding to go to. So we're gonna have a month of Thursdays in a row.
Woot Thursday.
Um, but yeah, uh, I won't. I won't keep you guys anymore. Donnie is really excited for his campaign, and we're technically episode 2, right? Yeah,
Why?
because last week was our first episode.
You can play with them. Easier.
And I don't think we ever touched base on my spells, which
Oh, well, if you want to touch base on your spells, we can go over that right now because the page I need open is locked out for a moment. I need to look up my password real quick.
how do
So
how do you lock out a page?
I mean, these guys. I want those guys.
It's been so long since I actually signed in
Those guys.
that it wants me to actually use my password for the sign in.
How are we going
That's
to
fair.
cut them, Dad?
I'm not going to cut them.
Dad,
Bubba, go by mama.
I want the circle to be like a circle. How do I do
Go
it?
on.
Can't fold the
Go
circle,
by
buddy.
mama.
Don't know what to tell you.
I'm not kicking you out. I'm just gonna be busy. Mama's right there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Use
fine with.
scissors.
I think I know how to work my spells.
Then I can't use the big scissors, right?
Okay,
No.
let's see if I can't get around this.
You use them.
Right now, buddy. Daddy's doing D&D.
Damn it. Okay, well, we'll just wing it. Yeah.
What we're good at anyway.
I'll try to get on my I had it open and it closed out, and now it wants me to type in my password to sign me out. Anyways, since my last time was pretty much written out on it, we're gonna go top of the head. So anyways, last time on Powerless, our heroes emerged in Duat, and they found themselves in the repair shop of an engineer named Harry Rath. Harold Rath, Harry, whatever you want to call him, he was cool with it. And they asked him, like, hey, what's going on? Well, they didn't really ask him. They're kind of confused. Why were they in a repair shop? He gave a little exposition, said they're like the third and fourth people who came here through his repair shop. He doesn't know how people come here. Didn't say much about the second guy, but he said that there was a girl who came through and she rushed straight north. And figuring that this was Gizmo Girl, our heroes decided to book it north. Try and get there as quickly as possible since that is their objective, is getting Gizmo Girl. They're assuming that's her. On their way north, it's a big city. It's kind of bigger than they thought when they walked outside, but they did see that to the north was kind of a desert. And it was pretty open. This repair shop was kind of on the outskirts of a city of sorts. The desert was straight to the north. It was pretty open. Our heroes started going north and noticed that there were looters and there were raiders scouring throughout the city. And well, these looters seemed very fixated on Harry's shop. They seemed to know he was there. After a few stops, they started banging on his place. Our heroes decided to turn around, go back, and try to fight these guys off. Well, they ambushed them, actually. These guys didn't see our heroes coming. Quickly, they completely just fucking killed the leader, snuffed him out quickly. And his insubordinates, his goons, pretty much retreated after seeing their big bad leader get beheaded in like 4 seconds.
I cut his shoulders off. I cut his arms off. I did not behead him.
Oh, right. The beheading comes later.
Yep.
Yeah, so after they retreated, there was a little bit of looting to be had. Frequency took the leader's electric sword. He thought it was a laser sword. From a distance, it might have kind of looked like one.
He
But
did
it
say
was
laser sword.
semantics. Neither here nor there. You say this, I say that. Anyways, turns out it was kind of a piece of metal with a power source attached to it that electrified it. It's a bit underwhelming. He brought it to Harry and asked him to fix it. Harry's like, "Hey, you saved me in my shop. I'll do that. Uh, don't expect a miracle because I only have like so many tools at my disposal. But I'll turn it into something pretty cool." Sparkstorm started looting the corpses of raiders. Found some odd metals, some materials that didn't look like any components he'd ever seen, but more or less seemed like trash. But he did find something interesting once he used his electricity to tap into the leader's body and try to find something using his electric powers. And he found a rare material, I'll say, a component that seemed to be made of more advanced minerals than anything else he's seen. And it didn't disappear from his grip like everything else from Duat has up till now.
Dad, I get to
Uh,
either an account
so
or a dish.
that was a relief. And so he pocketed that.
That is
And,
correct.
our heroes decide to, rest up at Harry's shop and head out to the north. The next morning. Did you guys sleep there or did you guys just shower and leave?
Shower and left.
All right, so it's still nighttime. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay, so let's drag you guys onto the map. Well, get you guys onto the map. I should start screen sharing.
Oh, you're fine. Unless you play
You're fine?
music.
All right.
Are we gonna play music?
Yeah, may I?
Okay. Then yeah, I'll let you screen share.
All right. Hopefully it doesn't just cut my screen share like it has been. If it does, I'll just stop playing music. Okay. Can you guys hear it?
Nope.
No, I'm still loading up. Go back into Discord.
All right, I'm in Discord.
Wait, which screen did you or which app did you share?
Oh, I'm gonna try and open up a different screen. How's this one?
Oh yeah. Are you playing music on Roll20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you don't have to screen share. Then I can pull up.
Okay.
I can turn my sound up on Roll20.
Yeah, let's go with that then. Also, my screen share was cutting out last time we tried that, so better option. All right. So if you guys can hear it, that's cool. I got at a level of volume that I think shouldn't overtake anything. All right. Whenever you guys are ready, just say so.
Ready?
Okay.
Hang on, I'm looking at something real quick.
Well, I know you're ready, Kenny. Dan's doing all the legwork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that is on my side.
Dad, what my Thomas is anymore? Dad, Daddy. Daddy.
Mm.
We don't watch Thomas's anymore.
I don't know. You just don't.
There's more
Okay,
things.
I'm playing through
More
my.
Thomas's I want to keep watching over and over again because
Okay.
I like Thomas.
I think I'm good. I hope we can hear it through here.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys are heading north, and you see that the desert is starting to kind of open up. Let's see if I can't. Here you go. Desert Expanse. Boom. Anyways, as you're heading north, you do see that there is kind of a bar between like the edge of the city, the very edge, and sort of going into the desert itself. You do see some not gonna say like motorbikes. They look like some sort of single unit transport vehicles, like some sci-fi hover bike, but you guys have never seen anything like it.
I want
It's
one.
all pretty ragtag stuff, though.
I want one.
You gonna go up to the bar and try and just take it?
No, I'm not gonna just take it. I'm gonna look at it though.
All right. You go up to peruse it, I assume.
Yeah, I just want to look at it. I mean, we have vehicles, whatever, but like a hover bike, we don't have those necessarily. Back where I'm
Nope. Don't know, but can you
As
move
you walk up to the bike, you see like it's parked right in front of a window, and somebody inside the bar is kind of leaning over their chair, just looking at you. Look at the bike. This guy looks kind of ratty. He's got like a ragged jacket. One of his eyes looks kind of fake. A cybernetic eye.
Wait, what kind of bar are we talking? Are we talking like a tavern bar, or are we talking like a bike?
Buddy, I'm playing D&D right now.
Like a biker
Like a bike-
roadhouse kind of thing.
No.
No, I'm saying like
Gotta get my
you
feet
say a
moving.
bar. Like, is it like in a parking spot at a tavern, or is it like next
It's not an
to
actual parking spot. It's like this building is kind of just standing there, kind of like that image that you see there, and the bike's just parked wherever there was space.
Hang on,
There's no parking lot.
I zoom in. Oh, okay. So the people inside can see what's
Yeah.
see people. Okay, I thought like it was an establishment that like it was technically parked outside, but okay. Yeah, I
no.
mean, I'm just looking at the bike.
Okay.
I'm not touching it or anything. I'm just like, oh, do I see where the fuel or anything?
You don't notice any fuel parts. Do you want to inspect it officially? We can roll on it.
No, I'm just looking. I don't know whose
Okay.
this is or where it's from. I'm just trying to like get an idea of what's going on here.
Well, as you're inspecting it, the door kind of flips open, and the guy who was looking at you, steps out. He's got a bit of a swagger. And he says, "So, you like what you see?"
I'm kind of taken aback. I'm like, I didn't know I was being watched. Yeah, it's. I'm curious. I see it's on wheels, but like, kind of looks like it flies.
Well, I mean, guess you could upgrade it to make it fly. Anything's possible if you're willing to buy it.
You willing to sell it?
Oh, he claps his hand together. Why, yes, I am. And he says, take it for how's $4,000 sound?
What would that be in capital coin?
Coin.
I ask him.
He pulls out something from his pocket, and then he shows you money that looks like money from your world. This. Fella, this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that stuff. Yeah, I have. All I have is capital coin. I don't have that stuff.
Okay.
I just don't know the transfer rate.
Transfer rate? $1 equals $1. Where are you from?
Somewhere that uses a different currency. Do you understand?
To be meta, when he showed you the dollar, it was the currency from your world, as weird as that sounds.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm trying to tell him.
Okay.
Yeah, I recognized it, and
He's like, Listen,
Or
buddy,
no,
pal.
okay. You interrupt. I'm like, I tell him like, yeah, like, I don't have that cash. I have a different type of cash. You know, there's a conversion rate. Like, you know, is it not every time it's 1-to-1. You know what I mean?
He raises his eyebrow. I'll humor you. What kind of money you got?
I told you, capital coin
Well, where do you spend something like that?
at the capital. Why do you think it's called capital coin?
Nah, I know somebody who came from the capital. They never mentioned nothing about no capital coin.
Are we talking about the same capital?
The one up north?
Oh no. This one's southwest. Way southwest.
You been outside the border? You see him starting to look a little concerned.
I'm eat somewhere.
I'm not from here.
But are you from southwest of the wall? And he points at the giant wall to the southwest.
From what I'm told, that's where I'm from. Yeah.
You're not infected or nothing, are you? He's starting to back up.
At that moment, I kind of want to like place my hand on the handlebar and like kind of just feel it. And I'm like, I kind of want to look to frequency, just like give him like a, what's this guy talking about look.
I was actually figuring. Okay, so how do I want to word this? As frequency, I thought you were, you know, lying on purpose to get information out of him. So when you give me that look, I'm kind of like, yeah, raising my shoulders. Like, I thought you had this handle kind of look.
I go back to the guy. I'm like,
He's backing away from you as you look towards him. You see his hand kind of trembling over his gun holster. Like he's got a really shaky hand and he's looking at you real scared like.
I don't know what type of infection. I'm not, you know, I don't have the sniffles.
He looks at you. You haven't heard of... Listen, fella. He starts like kind of breathing a little bit softer. You're gonna be making up stories. You gotta make up something more believable than that. Nothing living or clean has ever crawled its way out from past the wall. They sure as shit don't got no coin there.
Dude, listen. I'm trying to be real with you. That's where I came from. I got kidnapped one day. I woke up in town. And I pulled out my, you know, fancy like phone. I'm like, and it says right here, I got 10,000 capital coin. Like, I don't know. I asked around. They said that's where I'm from. Once I, you know, ended up here.
You pull out your gridometer or your cell phone? The thing that you've been making.
I'll pull out my cell phone. I don't have my gridometer.
Okay, the one that you've been working on?
Yeah, just a little. It's more like a PDA, but yeah.
He looks at it and he's just like, "What the hell? What's that? That's pretty neat."
We don't got time for that. I'm just telling you that's what I got. I didn't know if it, you know.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. What's that thing do that you got?
Yeah, call, look stuff up.
Let me, can I look at that for a second?
Not a chance, man. It's my only one.
Look, maybe I'll be, willing to knock a couple grand off this your bike for, if you throw that thing into the mix.
Couple grand, dude. I don't even know how much this is gonna cost me.
4,000.
Yeah, of your currency. I I'm sitting over here with 10,000 capital coin. I don't know if that equals, if your 4 grand equals my 12 grand. In that case, I can't purchase it anyways.
Look, I've gone through a lot to get my hands on this bike and keep it in shape. And I'm not really going to do anything with that capital coin you got there. So no deal unless you come here with moolah.
Alright, well, where can I find one of these? Which is my
Well-
original question.
Broken ones all over the place. Good luck finding someone who knows how to fix them. Mostly out in the desert. People try to ride out, they get gunned down. Emperor's men mostly leave the bikes alone. They don't really need them.
You said I can find some...
Well, I mean, where there are bikes, there are patrols.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Listen, are you really planning on going north?
Who's going north?
I mean, that's where the bikes are, if that's where you're going.
Oh. I mean, if I have to. I'm really like... I'm just a tinkerer, dude. Like, I see something, you know, that can do something, you know, bits of metal and whatever. I like to play around with it. So, like, if I stumble across one and it's broken down, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Who's to say? You could find one of these some unexpected places. They ain't much special aside from my little Bessie here. Still 4 grand. But if you are thinking of heading north and you don't want to just hoof it looking for a bike, you talk to the bar owner here. Just friendly advice. He knows a way to get across the desert without well, he makes like a gun motion with the hand. Pew, 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 you know, getting killed by the Emperor's guards.
Where's the fun in that? You're saying I can talk to the bar owner to avoid fights?
Shit, you might really be south of the wall if you think that sounds like fun.
This guy hasn't stabbed someone in 5 days. And I point over to Frequency. He's just
When he points at me, I kind of like pick my nails with my laser dagger.
He's been itching for a fight.
Folks, I'm just gonna, and he takes a back step. Go inside real quick. And he waltzes back inside. Kind of freaked him out there with the laser dagger. And the stabbing.
Should I take his bike? Huh?
Take it.
As he goes inside, you see you hear loud footsteps coming outside from inside. Ooh, it's gonna be a bit awkward. Okay, I'm gonna overlay maps here.
As I hear that, I want to see if there's like a button or anything on the bike that looks like it of a way to start it up.
You see handles, knobs. You don't see buttons per se.
Well, I start pushing stuff because
Nothing happens.
I guess I wouldn't necessarily have known how to ride a bicycle or a bike in my own world.
Okay, as we're doing this, I'm just going to drag you over to another map. Kind of an improvised thing I got here. A lot of the images I wanted to pull up didn't convert right into Roll20. So I'm making do with what I have. You guys see where you are?
By the way, if you drop down the pages tab thing and you click on our little squares and drag them over the top of the player's banner, they will get added back. No. Hit the page on the top. Now scroll down to the map. If you click on our little squares, no, up there, yeah, and you drag it over the player's banner, it'll add it back to the player's banner. and then you can just move the player's banner.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, this is the map.
Where am I?
All right. You see this figure. He kind of looks like all tattered. His skin looks all beat up. His clothes look all beat up. But he's a pretty big guy, and he has he kind of reminds you of Mr. Blank a little bit. But there are pieces of him missing. It looks like.
Smoky, smoky.
And he says, Zeb says there's troublemakers out here. Are you troublemakers?
Depends
Right.
who's Zeb.
No one was outside yet.
Zeb.
Hold
Oh,
on.
this was the source of the footsteps. I didn't transition into that quite right.
Okay, yeah, I okay. So when I see someone open the door, I want to stop hitting buttons and everything.
He doesn't really like seem like he caught what you were doing with the bike. And he just says, when you ask who's Zeb, he's like, that dipshit always trying to sell this piece of junk.
I didn't cause him any troubles. I was just cleaning my nails.
Hey,
Yeah.
he tried to, oversell me for $4,000. I told him I'd give him $1,000 at best, but he wouldn't take it.
Before it poops out.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
And I'm gonna go, well, we weren't planning on buying it, so thanks for that.
Wait.
Good.
Donnie, what'd you say? I missed it.
If it were up to me, I'd haul his ass out of here. What's your business around here?
Hey, can you go back to what Zeb said? I accidentally deafened myself.
What Zeb said? Oh, this guy's not Zeb. He's from inside the bar.
Okay, but what'd he say about the bike? I muted you guys on accident.
Oh, he said it's a piece of crap. It'll probably get you 30 miles before it poops out.
Oh, okay.
It said, well, we weren't planning on buying it, so thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, in that case, tell him he's got $100 and he's got a deal.
I think he'll wait for the next mark. Anyways, you guys aren't up to nothing, are you? He looks around when he says that. And he takes a little step closer.
That depends. Are you good at hot wiring?
I ain't good at much, I'll tell you that. And that's about all I want to tell you.
I just want to admit that sucking, like that's all you want to tell us is that you suck? That's just weird, man.
He doesn't really seem bothered by that. He says, like maybe he's used to it. But anyways, he's like, dude, you want to go into the bar, you can go into the bar. Otherwise, have fun walking out into the desert. You'll fry to death, or the patrols will get you.
At this point, I say to Frequency, hey, I don't know what's with these people. Literally, walk up, start looking, because I saw this bike while we were passing by. One person storms out of the bar, trying to sell me this bike, and says,
Honestly,
"Don't."
he had his eye on you for a while.
And he storms out of the bar, says, "Hey, don't. I want you to buy this bike. Oh, and also don't go north." And then this guy, just out of the blue, "Hey, don't go north." Like, what the hell are they hiding up there? I want to go north at this point.
I believe it is of lack of visitors that these people have lost their sense of social skills. Yeah, social skills is a good word. These people have lost their social skills. Apparently, they're afraid of something up north. Or maybe they just don't want us to leave them so they can have new people to talk to.
I don't know. It's all pretty fishy,
Yeah, that is
and
very true.
I rarely use that word after what happened.
Look, you guys are being real suspicious of us after poking around and talking about stabbing. I'm just trying to offer some humble advice.
Nobody said anything about stabbing. Thank you very much. He just said I haven't killed anybody in a while, which I haven't.
I said you're itching for a fight.
Yeah. But I neither agreed nor disagreed. I was just cleaning my nails.
And that was only in response because the guy said, "Hey, if you go up north, you're gonna get a fight." And I said, "Hey, this guy's itching for a fight." So
Yeah.
I think
There was no
I think Zeb's the one who's burning up stabbing. Like,
Yeah, I think Zeb's trying to get you to come out here and fight us. What did you do to piss him off? Why doesn't Zeb like you?
Tried stripping me for parts one time, didn't find nothing worth keeping.
Oh, well, you should probably go kick his ass then and let us be about our business.
Go about your business then. He turns around, goes back to the bar.
Chadwick and I'm like, okay, so apparently there's a desert up north. I want to go figure out what's up there, but from the sounds of all these people sticking their nose in our business, if we try to walk this desert, it's going to end badly.
so yeah, you're right about that. All right. So with the time I had to look at the bike beforehand, I want to try starting this thing.
Try starting it?
Like I'm blatantly trying to start it now.
The time you had to look at it, you realized that it had a key. That's not in it.
I have a knife.
Go for it.
Okay, roll.
I have a screwdriver, I should say.
Roll.
I'm gonna use my engineering skill and try to start this thing.
Alright. Uh,
22.
it feels like you almost got it slotted in, but you're kind of fucking up the start key, and you didn't really get it going yet.
When I see him start to deliberately fuck with the bike, I kind of walk towards the front of the tavern. I don't go in, I just kind of walk up there and, stand in front of the door and the window, lean my back against the window, and, just kind of chill there like I'm just hanging out. Basically blocking the view.
You hear commotion on the inside. It sounds like it's Zeb raising a fuss.
I get off. I'm like, oh, freak. Well, we're gonna have to find a different one. This one's trash, like the guy said.
You could roll again.
What?
You could roll again. You didn't.
Oh, if he's done, he's done. Well, why don't we go back to, fuck, what was that guy's name? And I snap my fingers and I go, Wrath. That guy.
Yeah, okay. Just
Okay,
gonna go
well,
back.
I'm talking to Chadwick. DM, calm down. I look at you and I go, why don't we go back to him? Or is there somewhere else you saw from on top of that building when you were looking around that you'd like to go check out?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Although if we're headed north, eventually, like, we should get some parts, just in case we find one that we're not like scavenging for parts.
We're either gonna have to find a ride to get across the desert, or some type of suit to help keep us from burning to death. Or we could, just hijack that giant robot we saw back there for a while.
Oh yeah, the one that looked like half broken.
Yeah, we could probably fix it. Well, you could fix it. I'll just stab people.
let's go check out Wrath, and then we can check out the mech.
Sounds good to me.
Right. Well, you guys make your way back out. Finally got back on Google Docs. Nice. And
Wait! Before we leave, can I move the bike at all, even though it's there?
yeah,
Okay, I want to roll it to the side of the building while Frequency. I'm like, hey, Frequency, let's take it. I want to roll it to the side of the building. And then I want to, as we're leaving, I want to step in the door. And I want to call out. I'm like, hey, whoever's a piece of shit out front, some kids walked away with it. And then I'm gonna step out and like start walking with Frequency nice and slow, so like they can see that we don't have it.
That's hilarious.
Zeb does rush out immediately.
So I assume we're like walking over here. I put the bike like I hid it over here.
You see him just like cussing like a storm. He's got his gun out and he's fucking looking around all frantically.
I mean, if he's not gonna say anything, yeah, I'm gonna keep walking.
You didn't see nothing, did you?
I just kind of do that whole backhanded wave thing as I keep walking.
You hear the click of a gun and he's you hear a gunshot go overhead.
In my head?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Wait, why is he asking us if we saw something? I'm the one who told him that someone took the bike. Like, okay, never mind. Gotcha. Hey, you moved the map, by the way.
Oh, whoops. There we go. Don't ignore me. That's everything I saved up.
I'm going to hit him with a momentum attack.
You gotta move your character.
I know. Bam. I had 7 squares. So with my new 3 damage, that's 21 damage. I'm not trying to kill him, but like basically super speeding and grabbing his neck and slamming him against the wall. Like, if you want to live, you will not point your weapon at me ever again.
Still roll hit though.
Well, momentum attack doesn't have a hit.
Doesn't?
No, it just automatically hits. That's why it only does so little damage.
It's like
Basically,
it's
me
like
running at him.
It's like the chocolate drizzle on the ice cream.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I mean, if that's what we decided.
Yeah.
Okay. You knock him. You basically deplete his HP to 1 since you're not trying to kill him, and he's about ready to pass out.
Well, I want to get the point across and like hold his throat and like squeeze a little and like don't ever fucking point your gun at me again. And then I drop him and start walking away again.
The big guy comes back out and he drags Zeb's unconscious body back inside. Just good riddance. Those weirdos are out of here. He mutters.
Do I hear him mutter or?
Yeah.
I go, well, I may be weird, but your buddy's the one who shot first.
Yeah. He kind of like does like a backhand goodbye and walks back inside with Zeb.
I kind of flip him off.
Anyways.
I'm gonna sneak back and take the bike now. I'm not gonna try starting it. I'm just gonna roll it away with us.
Okay.
Hey, if someone shoots at me for warning them that someone else took their bike, they have it coming now. At first, like, I was just being nice, but now, or being, having fun with it. But now the guy pissed us off.
Well, you're gonna walk the bike back.
Yep.
Alright, it's not too far away from Raz's shop. transfer you back over. All right. You guys just walk right up to it with the bike and walk in.
I'll knock. This guy hasn't been mean, so I'll knock.
Oh, there we go.
All right. You kind of hear rustling. A slit opens up in the garage door. See, he's using it to look at you guys, and the garage door just opens up. It's like, back so soon? Back already?
Well, obviously. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Figured you wouldn't go too far once you saw what the desert looked like.
Oh yeah, the desert.
Giant desert.
Yeah, it is a giant desert.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
I told you it was a giant desert, and
You did not.
Seriously, it's like you guys don't listen when the NPCs talk. He did say that.
No, he didn't. He said the Emperor was to the north. He said nothing about a desert.
There are patrols, and pretty sure he mentioned a desert.
Nope.
Either way, I say we didn't even get to the desert. I need you to unlock this.
Also, you guys saw the desert when you were standing on the rooftop last session.
Actually, that picture of the desert is new.
Well, I mean, like, I narrated it.
Okay, yeah. Well, there was a desert up there, but I tell him, I'm like, yeah, we didn't make it to the desert. Also, I need you to unlock this bike, or make a key for it, one or the other.
Should work. Remember, this is supposed to be a piece of shit bike.
He just looks at it. He doesn't really seem impressed by it. He's just like, well, that's a nice find. Sure, I can try and spruce it up. Don't know how much juice is in that battery, though.
Yeah, we had someplace else we're gonna go look. The guy said that it can only run for a little bit and then it's gonna die on us. I don't know. It looked mostly good condition. Just the guy was a piece of shit to his bike, and so, you know, if you don't take care of your bike or your vehicle, it's gonna be a piece of shit back to you. So.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about these bikes. They don't make them anymore. They don't even make the batteries anymore. So most of them are either dead or dying out.
What kind of batteries do you have?
Yeah, shit.
He goes rummaging about. I might have something that could get you a little bit farther than what's on this bike here.
Well, you figure something out and give me some options for batteries, and by the time we, check everything else, because the batteries I'm not too worried about. As long as I can put a current through it, I'll be happy. Make sure everything else is doing all right, and we got someplace else to be, and we'll be back.
Wait a minute. Are you still planning on going across that desert up north?
Yeah, but not now. Not until we get this bike going.
Okay, well, I know somebody who can help you when you're ready to go that way without doing anything reckless.
What would that be?
Well, you see, there's a bar owner just outside the outskirts, She likes smuggling people into the capital. It's kind of her income.
Does the bar owner have a patron named Zeb?
Yeah, that guy's been around. He hangs out.
We might not be able to go talk to her anymore.
No, we got this.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. Yeah, I don't know why she puts up with that Zeb fella, but she lets him hang around. He scams people with that bike there. Actually, this is that bike. He looks at it.
Oh yeah, can you make it look different, like it's a different bike? By the way,
paint job.
Yeah, give it a fresh coat of paint. Put some tassels on it. Something to disguise it.
He rubs the back of his head, and he's just like, "Oh, geez, you guys, I got myself a handful when you guys come across. This is Zeb we're talking about. I don't feel too bad about this one. But don't make a habit of stealing things. You hear?
Hey, I
Shot
got
at
this fair and square. I did not steal it or anything.
Knowing Zeb, there wasn't nothing fair nor square about it.
That's why I got it fair and square.
Fair enough. I'll try and get it working. Best bet is try to get extra batteries. Zeb must have a storage of them, because every time it poops out, he goes resalvages it, plugs it back up, and then tries selling it again.
Like I said, make sure, like, just give me some options of batteries. Like, it doesn't have to be the particular one for this. Just make sure everything else is running good. The battery, the powers, I can take care of that.
Right. You let me have it, I'll make it look different. I'll find some batteries that are compatible with this thing.
And if need be, make sure it could get across the desert. If need be.
I mean, these things aren't made for getting across the desert.
They are or aren't?
They are.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got, a big piece of metal to go check out, so. Freak, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay.
Shit.
You guys are going to make your way south towards the giant robot wreckage.
Yes.
Not going to ask anybody anything about it?
No, I'm planning just walking towards it.
All right. You guys start making your way south, and it is slowly becoming daytime. The time has passed since you guys came here. It's not nighttime anymore. You see, people are starting to come out of the buildings. The population doesn't seem as expansive as the size of the city might indicate. But there aren't crowds of people. There seems pretty sparse. There are people roaming around. A lot of them seem pretty ragtag. Some of them seem like they're on something. And you do see a few people who look like the Ravagers from last night. They don't look like the ones you fought, but they have resemblances. They may very well do raids at night. But they're all kind of just going about the city together. And as you start making your way further south, towards where you saw the visage of the giant robot, you do notice that the buildings become less populated. You do see sorts of barricades around. And as you get closer and the skyline becomes a little bit more clear between the larger buildings and the giant robot, you see what seem like not hover cars, but gunships flying in the vicinity of it.
Interesting.
It does look like organized soldiers are around it too.
The mech?
Yeah. You see, it is kind of walled off, cordoned off, but there is a checkpoint with a soldier at the front who seems to be allowing people in and out.
Hey, Freak, what's the play here?
I honestly don't know. I mean, we could just go in and talk to him. If it turns out like the rest of the city, we might end up fighting them, but I'm okay with that. If anything, we might find some cool gadgets for you to fuck with.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah, proceed to the checkpoint then?
Proceed.
All right, you make your way to the checkpoint. The guy with the, the soldier kind of just stops you and says, "Halt, identify yourself.
Say, my name is Frequency.
What's your business?
Exploration?
Has the Emperor sent you?
Nope.
Has a mod sent you?
Nope.
You have no business here. Leave."
I'm exploring.
Not past this checkpoint.
Why not?
Because this is my job to keep people who aren't authorized out.
Why are we keeping people out?
Don't you watch the news? You see,
No.
he doesn't seem so angry anymore. He seems more confused.
I'm an explorer. I don't have time to watch the news.
Well, listen, most people use radio. Anyways, it's just like, well, I'll fill you in. Some psycho from another world. That's the rumor. There's no verification, but somebody from out of nowhere came into this city, blew off a piece of the, Emperor Anubis's new big robot, and well, everything else is kind of top secret. But we're trying to rebuild it. In fact, well, I mean, that's about all I want to tell you. Now get out of here.
Are you really gonna force me?
I don't need to force you. And he looks up at the gunships, and he looks, to the left and right. You see that there are a bunch of soldiers patrolling around. Got plenty of other people who can do that for me.
I go, can they save you before I kill you? You want to risk your life on just not letting me explore a little bit? I promise you, you will go down first.
You threatening me?
Possibly.
And this time I want to walk up like, okay, stand down. Hello, can you let me in?
Oh. Are you with this guy?
Yeah, my bodyguard. He ran a little ahead. So during that conversation, Frequency walked up. I was not with him. I was behind him. Like I figured this was like a, Monty Python, going through talking to the troll type of thing, like one at a time. Or whatever. So then I walk up. I'm like, no, he just went first.
Well, were you? I'll ask him. I'll ask you what I asked him. Were you sent by the Emperor?
Yes.
Okay, well, show signage.
I pull out like a little something. I got a flashlight. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Like, all right. I like, hey, freak. You. I dropped my wallet. You got it? You always pick up stuff after I drop it.
I'm confused by this statement, but sure, I pick up his wallet.
No, did you pick up my wallet?
Oh, yeah, I guess. I kind of start rummaging around in my pockets for a wallet, and I hand him mine, since I'm totally confused by what he's planning here.
I show an ID. Or I like hold it up, flip it open, like hold it, and then flip it closed, and hand it back to him.
He looks at it, and he looks at you. He's just like, what the hell is that?
What the Emperor gave me? I don't know.
That's just a piece of plastic. What kind of fool do you think I am?
What's your name, sir?
I'm Officer 569. He's starting to do the accent again. I'm Officer 569.
See, that's how you start a conversation with someone. You ask them their name. I'm Agent Sparkstorm. The Emperor sent me to fix the mech. He contracted me out because the people that he did send previously is taking way too damn long. He's impatient.
I didn't hear anything about this.
Well, you're gonna hear something about this tomorrow. if you send me back home today.
Well, hold on. I gotta get the gotta get Ramses. I gotta get the mod in charge of the site real quick.
Where
And,
is he? I can just walk straight to him. Point him out to me.
He's in the robot working on it right now. You
Well,
would know that.
you're in my way, so apparently I don't. You're just stalling me at this point.
He's just like, shit. He looks a little worried, and he kind of signals up like a bunch of nearby soldiers. He says, "We'll escort you to Ramses, but I need to be sure you're not trying to pull the wool over my eyes."
Okay.
And about 10 soldiers surround you.
He's with me, by the way. Sorry to
Alright.
say. Yeah, he's coming with me.
All right. Now, as you guys walk in, you see that this place has a lot more than 10 soldiers. You know, there are gunships flying around, scientists, and the guy's still at the wall. He had somebody else try and take you up. I'm Officer 568. I'll take you the rest of the way.
Thank you. You know, this guy introduces himself before he starts asking questions. I like this guy.
Well, 569 does deal with ruffians trying to get past the checkpoint all day.
He just started throwing questions at me, and just no way to, greet people. All right.
A job like that'll turn anybody into a kind of robot. Anyways, up these stairs, Mr. Sparkstorm.
Thank you. Let's go,
And
Flashy.
he looks at you, Frequency, and says, "Mind your manners around Ramses."
Okay.
Bow when he speaks to you. Don't look him in the eyes.
We'll see.
Okay. As you guys make your way up, there's kind of a scaffolding around the head of the robot. And outside of it, you do see somebody who looks quite a bit different. It gives off a kind of a posh aura, bit of a smugness about him. And he's looking up. He's kind of moving his hands around. You see things in the robot kind of shifting and moving around. And he kind of rubs his chin every now and then and waves his hand differently. And the guard's like, "There he is. Ramses, sir, visitors here for you. They said they're authorized by the Emperor. Mr. Sparkstorm. Agent Sparkstorm, sorry.
Thank you.
And his bodyguard. They have no... And he kind of like bows and kind of like backsteps a little bit with the other soldiers. And you see the smug guy kind of turn around and he says, "Huh, I wasn't informed that the Emperor was sending help."
I'm just that quick. What can I say? I beat the messenger.
"That quick, huh? Well, what can you do to help expedite the repair of this machine here?"
What do you need done?
"Well, that arm that's on the floor for starters, though I don't suppose they would send a specialist for something like that." And he kind of waves down the giant robot arm that's still on the ground. There are some cranes trying to reposition it and move it up.
So, it looks like you got that taken care of.
"Yes, it's underway. All this happened not too long ago, though. As you know."
Yeah, he gave me the little gist of it. But I more or less today, looking around, seeing what's going on. I wasn't gonna jump into anything till tomorrow. I mean, it is.
This whole
maybe
time,
that's-
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
I was just gonna say, this whole time he hasn't really even looked you guys in the eyes. He's still kind of working on the robot while he speaks to you. And he says, Ugh. Well, suits the fool who did this to the Emperor's property. Trapped in the arena now for the amusement of the masses in the capital.
Wait, arena like the Coliseum style?
Well, that is one of the spectacles available in the arena. You've never been there. It is quite amusing.
Honestly, I have not. I'm not from around here. I sit and I like look around, and I'm like, where is the arena located?
Well, he kind of looks at you guys now. He's just like, where did Emperor Anubis send you from?
From him. I came
From the capital.
Yeah.
The arena is in the capital.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. Why does everyone? I look at my bag. I'm like, why does everyone have attitude with me today? Like, we literally show up and people are like, hey, you guys all they know what we're doing. Like, literally, I got called in, showed up to the Capitol. Emperor's like, hey, go help you down here. I came down here. I didn't have much free time. How was I supposed to know the arena's in the Capitol?
He raises an eyebrow. I need to see your ID. Something's not adding up.
What? 'Cause I don't know the arena. You've been down here for a week and haven't put an arm on the freaking machine yet.
It hasn't been a week, it's been 2 days.
That's not what I heard.
Shit.
You see him kind of hover in the air. It says, guards, detain them. And
Not to get in a fight.
it's about to, unless you guys want to try and talk him down again. Or bluff.
More of an intimidate kind of guy, not a bluffing.
I've been trying to bluff, but apparently everyone thinks that is like thinking we're guilty before we even arrive.
Okay, roll a bluff check. I'm not gonna lie, like in the context of like these characters, what you're saying is pretty sketchy. Roll a bluff check though.
On what? What this? Which one did I say?
On telling him that you came from somewhere around the capital. Because that's what he got really skeptical of when you said you didn't know about the arena.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm bluffing to tell him that I arrived at the Capitol and left like the same day and didn't know about the arena. That's what I'm bluffing about. Where's my bluff? Alright. 29.
Nice.
He was about to, raise an eyebrow, and he brushes it off. Yeah, we're backstepping here. He brushes it off. He says, "I'm a busy man.
That is why I'm here." Okay. And I let him continue.
What I really need from you is to power up this thing so we can reposition it. This power core was more damaged than the arm itself. In fact, it was completely destroyed. How such a thing is possible is beyond me. But we need a substitute power source so that we can start moving things into places much faster.
I look at Freak. I'm like, see, Flash, if people would just start being open from the front, wow, I could have had this thing fixed by now. But no. Where's the power cord? Let me look at it.
Just chuckle.
It's on the back of the neck.
Is there scaffolding? Which way, left or right?
The scaffolding will lead right behind it. On the other side of where
All
we're
right, left
standing.
it is. Let's. And I start walking.
The guards kind of follow you.
That's fine.
All right.
I figured they were still escorting us,
All right.
but
You make it to the
yeah.
You make it to the back of the robot's head. You see kind of an open panel. Looks like a hole has actually been shot straight through it. You can kind of peer through it and see straight through the robot as if something pierced through it without resistance. And it's out the other end of the robot's head.
Nice shot.
Damn. Yeah, that could be why it's not here. It's not powering on. Can I like look and decipher like what parts are missing or like how to make a connection?
Aside from all the stuff in between the start of the hole and the end, it seems like indecipherable circuitry, but where you are positioned is where you see the remains of a large power source that has also been equally torn apart. It's like a giant battery that's like almost been cut right in half.
I looked at any of the guards. I'm like, hey, do you guys see a battery lying around?
That is the battery. It was completely destroyed when that outsider struck it.
Yeah, there's a battery here, but does that look usable? I'm asking around. Is there any other battery I could plug in and see if it can get some reaction? I obviously I can't use this battery here.
This was special made in the capital. We used up most of our resources making this thing. It's the only one of its kind. That's why salvaging this operation is such a big deal.
I'm not looking for an identical battery. Just get me a battery. Do you have a car? Go get me your car battery for God's sakes. Let's go.
The guy kind of raises his hand and pulls over another soldier and pulls a piece of his armor out. And you see the soldier's armor kind of power down. Here, use this.
I grab it. I look at it. I want to like feel it to see if it's. I put my hand on top. Try to like feel the charge in it. Maybe give it a little extra.
You can see it's got a pretty good amount of charge, but as you put your hand on it, it does seem to soup up a little bit.
I try to find like wires and pieces of metal from that I can like rip off. That's not like stuff that's not part of the circuitry, but stuff with like the like frame or whatever. See if I can pull anything off and like seat the battery in so it doesn't move, and then try to like connect the battery to different points to see if any like lights turn on or something.
Okay. So the remains of the old battery are still inserted in. Do you want to remove it and start looking for plug-in points?
Oh, well then I'll just use the plug-in points that the current battery is there.
Okay.
Before I take it out, I want to try giving it a charge and see if it just is gone right away, or if it will accept the charge or not.
Okay. You roll an engineering check. There's a lot of loose circuitry.
A 12.
You kind of rummage around and it doesn't seem like there's any place to attach it to, but you do find something that kind of
Wait,
has a reaction.
Before I want to try forcing this new battery, I want to try like kickstarting the old one, see if it will accept the charge. I want to do that first, and then try replacing the battery with the new one.
The guards do see you kind of doing stuff with electricity, and they're all backing away. You put your hand on the old battery. It is big. It's about the size of your body, and it does have a giant open hole in it. As you source electricity through it, you see it almost drains out immediately.
Right. I mean, if it's nice and open, no need to. If there's a big hole in it, I try to disconnect it from like the machine. leave it seated there, and I want to like manufacture or like just hold it or seat the sit the battery in, you know, just chill there, and I want to connect it to where the other battery was connected.
You do that, and you do feel that there is a connection, and you do see some lights kind of spark on. For like a second, you hear something coming from inside the robot. It's pretty loud, and then it stops. And the battery is depleted.
All right, well, I want to power it myself.
Okay, roll a power check. This is going to cost you MP.
That's fine.
If you're going to try and power up the robot with your own power.
A power check?
Yeah.
A 15. So yeah, I'm putting my hands like on the contacts, kind of like hiding what I'm doing. But yeah, I just want to start pumping some power through it. See if I can get it up and running for limited time.
Okay, you lose 5 MP, and the thing seems operational so far. It's been about 5 seconds. You feel like you're going to have to give up a little bit more MP to keep it going. You hear commotion around you, though.
All right.
You want to just
Huh?
you want to stay hooked up?
No. I wanna stop. I wanna take the original big battery out.
All right.
And I want to carry that over to the Ramsey fella.
He was just about making his way around you. You guys meet in the middle of the scaffolding. What in blazes was that? How did you power this thing on for 5 seconds?
Well, I dropped the battery. I'm like, hey, you need a new one of this, and most of the critical stuff is connected apparently. You need a new battery. Temporarily, we can just run some cables up, you know, DC converter, and just plug it right in. And so while we're waiting for a new battery to get manufactured, we can just run some power cables up there, plug it in, and we got some power from there.
He raises an eyebrow. There's not a lot of free power in the city right now. He kind of motions out towards all the buildings where all the lights, most of the lights aren't even on.
Okay. How are you planning on charging a new battery?
We're going to import power from the capital. It's going to take a while. But that was the plan.
Oh, okay, well, you can get the battery from the capital. I don't know. You have 30,000 guards around here. Put a couple on some, you know, pedal bikes hooked up to a generator. You should be able to figure that out.
We will figure it out. I had assumed you were sent from the capital with such a device.
Oh, no, I just came to figure out. If you need me to build it, I'll build it. I mean, grab a car generator. Like, I don't know where to get resources. I came for engineering stuff. I figured that there was someone else who, you know, can go out and get resources for me. You just decided to start talking when I got here, so I figured I was talking to you.
Well, if you want to assist us, I will try contacting you. And he pulls out something that looks like a gridometer. I assume you have one of these if you were sent by the Emperor.
What?
I kind of like click. I'm like, hey, Flash. Do we got one?
Why do you keep calling me Flash?
I'm disguising. I don't want to tell everyone your name's Frequency. They don't know my name. Well, they sort of do.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Because you know, half these people I'm pissing off. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got one. I show them mine.
Yeah, we got one.
Here's my information. I may contact you. Now, let Anubis know. I'm very impressed by your capabilities. Agent Sparkstorm. Powering this thing on for 5 entire seconds is quite a feat considering you just got here.
I'm good at what I do. You got someone here. You got someone who can take some notes, who can connect. I'm a busy man. I need to go get some lunch. But I can at least, like, if you get a deep, a liquid generator type, like something you pour fuel in, burn it, creates power. I'm thinking short term, like. I don't know what you take, but I can tell you where to plug the positive and negative, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
All right, so I show him. I'm like, here, you connect one to here, one to here. Don't touch them, you'll die. Plug your power source into that. I'll be back to install the battery when that comes in.
Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance.
But yeah, I'm starving. Aren't you, Flash?
Yeah.
Frequency, have you been bowing?
I don't know.
Ramses looks at you, and he looks at Sparkster and says, "Should keep your dog on a stricter leash, though."
He's not my dog.
I legit snarl like a dog would when he says that.
Any servant of an agent of Anubis should know his place.
He's not my servant, either.
He raises an eyebrow as he does when you pique his interest. Is like, what do you mean by that?
If you knew how many times this young man has saved my life, you wouldn't treat him like a second-hand citizen. He works for me. But I owe my life to this guy 10 times over. Because without him, I would not be here.
Such is the role of rabble, to serve their masters.
No,
But-
the role of rabble is to die for their masters. As you can see, we're both here.
If this is your relationship, I won't meddle. But it is a bit peculiar.
Eddie,
Like I said, I'm not from around here. At that point, I start leaving.
Explain. Right. Can we go to?
All right, you guys leave the site of the giant robot.
Oh, when it's send me out.
Excellent. Yeah, we leave out. I say 5569. We should you should ask them what their favorite color is next time.
I bark at him.
He he looks embarrassed. He's like, "Yes, sir. Yes, Agent Sparkstone, sir. I'll add that to my list of entry questions from now on."
And I guess head back to Wrath, and I go to Frequency. I'm like, damn, that was close.
Look at him, I kind of smile and I go, "You handled that well. You handled it like bro."
Yeah, but I thought, while we were up top, I thought we were gonna, get the shit kicked out of us. There's a lot of guards in there.
Yeah, but I could probably have killed at least 7 of the 10. I'm sure you could have handled the other 3.
Yeah,
I say with a crooked smile.
true, but still, it's... I don't know if they would have been playing fair,
When do I ever play fair?
I mean, yeah, that's my point.
Okay. I'm yabba dabba do. I'm tired.
I was gonna say, I gotta use the bathroom, and it looks like the man bear's
You guys-
falling asleep.
You guys make your way back to the repair shop, and we'll call it a night. Honestly, I wasn't expecting you to turn back to the giant robot tonight. I didn't have any maps or anything whipped up for that.
I think we didn't start a fight then.
Yeah.
Damn it! Now I wish we would have. Just
I'll
kidding.
talk to you guys later. I'm passing out here.
That's why I disclosed the stuff at the end of the session.
All right, Donnie.
Look at them.
And give us our or whatever.
Closing
End,
comments.
end cap. That's it.
Okay, so our heroes made their way north, heading towards the desert, and turned back once they realized it was quite dangerous and inhospitable, and didn't like the people at the bar, rubbed them the wrong way. Decided to head back to the shop with a new motorbike that they stole from this local scumbag, and decided to turn south, check out the giant robot, found out some cool stuff about it, narrowly escaped with their lives. Now they're returning to the repair shop.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm Bork, and I approve that message.
This is the Man Bear signing out. Tired. Bedtime.
This is Donnie Danger. See y'all next week.